What's good, y'all? Listen, look, I'm mad I even gotta say this.
Why are we acting like this is not egregious? Don't get your fucking coat back.
There's nothing wrong with hate. You've got to hate some things with a passion. And destruction, they must dislike and hate with a passion.
Peace, y'all. How y'all doing? How we doing? This is not really an impromptu live because I've been planning this live all damn day. I just haven't had access to my phone all day. Well, at least not my phone, but my phone's camera access for some reason. So yeah, I actually meant to set this live up hours ago. Okay. Fucking with Apple, here we are. I had to buy some more storage, which I do regret because I don't think I needed that much damn storage. But I had to buy some more storage and finally got access. I cut my phone off, do a couple extra steps. But I got my camera access back to my phone. I was able to finally get my damn thumbnail together because I got my live together and then I realized that I couldn't. That's what it took me so damn long. So I got my live together, but then after I finished getting my live together, I was trying to do the thumbnail and I couldn't get my thumbnail together. Then I couldn't even get access to my camera. And I'm supposed to go live on YouTube. Go live on TikTok with Afro. We were supposed to go live at like 8. This is a whole other thing. We still going live. He's going live at 9:30. I'm gonna join after I get off here. But girl, man, that's too much. It's egregious. All right. I hate doing things when it's rushed back to back. I'm like, now I'm feeling all anxious and antsy trying to hurry up and get it done. Lord, it's egregious. I had a couple other things I wanted to bring up. We just gonna get straight to the point, okay? Because I don't got time. I might not have time at least. I'm trying to get off here in a let me say in an orderly fashion. I'm trying to have some etiquette, okay? Because I'm not trying to get to TikTok live too late. So yeah, when I get off here, I'm going on TikTok live for Afro, okay, for the culture. Y'all check that out. Okay, but right now we here with a shout out to the chat. Thank you very much. I appreciate y'all for being here. Y'all some real ones for rocking for the realest. Now, and if you haven't joined my Patreon, let me say that too. I did just drop the vlog, the mushroom vlog. Okay, my dumb ass put it on YouTube like an idiot. I put it on YouTube because I was going to link it from YouTube and put the link on Patreon. I put that shit on YouTube. It lasted about 2 minutes before they got my ass for community guidelines because they was like this drug use and all types of shit. I said, oh, my bad. I forgot. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. So I had to take it down and edit it a little bit and then put it on Patreon because I was scared that Patreon might have similar rules. So I just edited it a little bit and took out the part where you can see the mushrooms. But I digress. It's up on Patreon if y'all want to see the vlog of me going to doing that glamping trip in Texas. I just came back from a couple weeks ago. And this mushrooms. Okay, it was cool. Cool little experience. All right, if you want to hear about that, go to join the Patreon. Anyways, moving on. So today's topic, we got some important things to talk about. The Black Panthers. Now, we know the Black Panthers. Shout out to the ancestors. Some of them are still living. Okay, they was fighting for black people, did a lot of good things for black people. The breakfast program, lunch program, a lot of community work for black Americans. We love, shout out to our ancestors, what the elders did for the community. Now, the Black Panthers are still around, okay? I think everybody knew that, but I think at this point it was pretty much a general consensus that the Black Panthers had been neutralized. Like I said, some of the Black Panthers are still around, it's still alive, but again, not nearly as effective. Of course, a lot of them are older now. But even the new chapters now, their presence isn't the same as it was with the original Black Panthers. Okay, it hasn't been the same since the original group. All right, and that's been on purpose because we know the CIA, this government, this wicked ass, egregious government, anti-black ass government, don't want no black militia group that's actually putting in work and impacting the black community in any positive way. Of course, that's an issue, all right, for the white supremacists that rule this country and dominate this country. So yeah, they were unfortunately infiltrated, okay, and neutralized, okay, pretty much as a group. Now, recently, we know that there's a lot of people that's been trying to pull black Americans into this ice fight, unfortunately, and some of us black women, I'm gonna say there's a lot of black men standing on business, but it's a lot of black heterosexual men standing on business. Let me say that. Okay, but it's a lot. It's too many. It's uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable amount, okay, of black women that is getting behind this democratic bullshit, okay, and trying to ride for these fucking illegals. It's an egregious amount, okay. I'm not gonna say it's a whole lot, but it's like it's too many to the point where every time I'm starting to see all these videos from these protests, and everyone, not everyone, Because I'm not going to put that on most of them. Most of us ain't out there. Ain't out. Most FBAs in general are at these damn protests fighting for these people. But it's just that these same liberal ass, these same it's the same archetype of black woman that's at these type of events. And I don't like that shit. You know, we can't save everybody, but it's still a bad look. I don't like that. And then you got some effeminate Negroes as well that's been pushing this black people need to fight for illegals and, you know, fight back against ICE because we could be next and blah, 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 blah. Okay, it's a lot of people, a lot of those types that are pushing that sort of propaganda that we need to fight with ICE and, you know, blah, 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 blah. Okay, now, out of nowhere, because y'all know that this ICE shit kind of been going on for a little minute, out of nowhere, we're starting to see a presence from the Black Panther Party. I'm like, okay, maybe them niggas was out in Philly. Okay, because his chapter is based in Philly. Maybe these niggas was based out of Philly. I don't know. But I haven't been hearing anything. This is recent, very recent that this man right here specifically, but even the Black Panthers in general are really going viral. Like, this is the most we've heard from them in a few years. Okay, let me just, I don't know why they just popped up out of nowhere, kind of seemingly, with all of this presence. And this is what I'm like, I'm not saying that this is a new, like, this chapter is just created. It's just the fact that they got so much attention. I'm not saying that this is the only thing that they supported as far as, you know, social and political issues within the last 2 years. I'm just saying, I don't think it's a coincidence that out of fucking nowhere, we starting to see some Black Panthers just so adamantly standing on fighting back against ICE, and we need to protect our black and our brown and immigrant brothers and sisters. I just don't think, y'all know I keep the 10 full bonnet on. I don't think it's a coincidence that seemingly out of nowhere, we're starting to see, we're all of a sudden seeing all this fucking presence from Black Panthers. I don't think that's a coincidence. Maybe it's just me. I mean, it could be a coincidence. Who knows? But I don't believe in coincidences. I don't think that that's coincidence that now all of a sudden we're starting to see them now. So this brother right here, especially, is going viral because he's been, and I'm gonna get into a couple of videos. I think I got this one actually. I don't really got to get into too many. It's just this one and what was the other one I wanted to pull up? This one and this. I think the other one somebody reacting to, and it's this one. No, I got that one because that one's right here at the end, right? This was right here at the end. Hold on, let me just make sure I'm pulling up the right one. Yeah, that's right. That right. So this brother right here has been going viral because he's standing 10 toes on anti-ICE business. And y'all know I'm not fucking with Black Americans getting into this ICE fight. So I'm already, let's just make it clear that the 10 full bonnet is securely on right now. Let's listen.
All power to the people. Chairman Paul Bertram reporting for Active Community Defense Duty. Listen, 2 things that I need to run by you. Thing number 1 is a lot of people are saying that we should not stand up against ICE because we're standing for people that aren't us. And Black Panthers only stand for black people. That is a lie. Huey P. Newton said that we are internationalists and we stand with all oppressed people no matter what color they are. That's the founder of the Black Panther Party that said that. So everybody who's running around talking about Black Panthers don't stand up for people other than black people don't know a damn thing about the Black Panther Party. That's thing number 1. Thing number 2, the Black Panther Party created something called the Rainbow Coalition, which is a coalition of Hispanics, Asians, whites, and blacks from all over the world working together to fight oppression. Again, the Black Panthers stood with the Mexicans, stood with the Puerto Ricans and the Dominicans, stood with the Japanese, the Vietnamese. The Black Panthers did a whole campaign to end the Vietnam War because they stood with Vietnam. So for you guys who are talking all of this gibberish about, you guys aren't following traditions of the original, who do you think our leaders are? Aaron Dixon is an original Black Panther, right? Aaron Dixon is an original Black Panther who walked with Huey Newton. That's our leadership. And Billy Che Brooks, that was Fred Hampton's right-hand man. So you guys sound stupid, to be honest. You sound like you don't really know what you're talking about. Doing a lot of hooting and hollering and don't really know what you're talking about. If you watch Huey Newton's speech, he specifically says, we are not black nationalists. We are internationalists. And we stand with all oppressed people across the globe. No matter what your ethnicity is. Come on, man. Y'all don't know what you talking about. You telling us what we're supposed to be doing as Black Panthers, and you don't know the first thing about a Black Panther.
Okay, now mind y'all, there's different like sanctions of Black Panthers. Okay, I'm gonna get into him explaining that in a second, actually, because he's not a part. He's like the Black Panther for self-defense, but then there's also Black Panthers for something else. Black Panthers. So there's different people with different intentions. Because not all Black Panther parties are actually fighting against ICE. Everybody don't feel the same way this nigga right here feels. Okay. But let me just say this. Because we can sit here and I feel like this is the same tired argument they use. Shout out to Dr. Martin Luther King. His birthday was yesterday. Shout out to the ancestors. Okay. We appreciate Dr. Martin Luther King. But I feel like this is a similar sentiment that people use when you're talking about Dr. King or in relation to voting. Oh, well, you got to vote because Dr. King and our ancestors and the people with the civil rights, they fought so we could vote. So if you don't vote, that's disrespect. I think there's a misconstrued, like I get what he's saying with the original idea of the Panthers wanting to, liberate all oppressed people. But we also have to learn from our mistakes. And honestly, the voting thing, because they was fighting for us to have the opportunity to vote. Dr. King, the civil rights people, the people in the civil rights, they were fighting for us to have opportunity, equal opportunity, not for us to have to fucking vote. Okay. So it's kind of similar. Actually, yeah, it is kind of similar because now you're saying, well, since the Black Panther Party, since the original Black Panther Party said that they said that we was fighting for all oppressed people, we got to continue to fight for all oppressed people when, baby, we're living in modern times. We have to learn from our mistakes. We can still appreciate what our ancestors or elders did while learning from their mistakes, while being honest about history and what we could have done better. No, we don't need no damn rainbow coalition. Shout out to Dr. Julia Hare. She said ain't no black in the goddamn rainbow. Hello? So no, we don't need a rainbow coalition. That just is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, they did have some Asians in the Black Panthers. Y'all know the only Asian leader in the Black Panthers was a snitch. This motherfucker was an agent. Right. So what I'm saying is learn from their mistakes, not this negate. Okay, maybe that was with Bobby Hemmett, and I get it. That's what they was on. But maybe if you want to do something different, do you want to end up like Bobby Hemmett? Do you want to end up like, I'm just saying, like how some of these leaders ended up? We can act like you putting on this persona and be like, oh, yo, we just following the code of what they said. And well, what was the result of that? Because not to say that everything they was doing was incorrect, but we do got to be honest about certain things. That rainbow coalition ship was not the way. That wasn't the wave. That wasn't it. If that was the case, then we would still have some yellow, some brown, some whoever the fuck else other colors trying to still fight with us to this day. It's not happening. These people have abandoned the fight, and they never was really there for it in the first place. So why are we trying to uphold this fake ass coalition that honestly we should have never really participated in? But they damn sure never really participated in. Why are you fighting to uphold that? That don't make sense to me. That's like, again, kind of like with the voting. You going to the booth to vote for the lesser of two evils. What the fuck? Are we really doing something progressive? Are we doing anything constructive, really? If we're really still practicing under the system of anti-blackness, under the system of white supremacy, we're not really changing anything we're not doing anything to change that system or to push back against that system. We're just falling in line with it. So, like, it sounds good. What he's saying, it's like, yeah, I get it. But, nigga, are you not aware of the delineation movement? This is not the 70s. This is not the 60s. We are on delineation time. We are foundational Black Americans. And I would love to hear his stance on that, or delineation. I wish I would have got that if I could find it. I'm going to see if I can find it later. Maybe I can do another video on it. But, sir, we are not worried about these illegal. So, it's like, I get it. And maybe I could give more grace if this was the 60s or 70s, but maybe this ain't that time. So, I mean, yeah, nigga, you need to get up off of that. Okay, get into modern times. I get what you're saying with the rainbow thing, but that ain't it. That's not what Black America is on right now. We're not rocking with no damn militia group that's fighting for another damn group of people. That's crazy. We got police officers in our neighborhoods right now terrorizing Black Americans right now. We don't need to any brother who's willing to get on the front lines, and in between that, the last place they need to be, a brother like that, is over there with them fucking illegals fighting against ICE. No, we got crackers in there. We have our open enemy in our own home. We have them in our own neighborhoods, in our own communities. We got bigger issues to worry about. Okay? So, I mean, if you want to bring your guns off and go into black neighborhoods to make sure they don't fuck with black people, I'm cool with that. But you out there talking about matter of fact, I'm gonna play this little clip. We bringing guns, or we bringing pew-pews. We bringing bigger pew-pews for some anti-black ass illegals, for some people that's committing a crime to be here. But then, moreover, it's anti-black. Don't even like your black ass. They aligning with white zaddy and supremacy, but they're using you as a cape so they can stay in their place, because white tees, zaddy and supremacy ain't gonna save their ass. They're not going to protect them. So why would you want to be used like that, brother? That's just, I mean, it's giving COINTELPRO, it's giving NFAC. We're going to get into it. It's giving, I don't know. I'm very suspicious about this shit. I ain't going to lie to y'all. This shit look weird as fuck. I'm sorry. It looks very suspicious, this whole thing. Now, this is this sister right here is, who is this? Megan, I forgot what her name is. Oh, she don't put it up here, but I think it's like Megan McGlover. That might be it exactly, actually. I follow her on Instagram. And she's reacting to, she's a conservative Republican. She FBA though. Conservative Republican. She be, talking about social issues, stuff like that. But this brother uses a part of her video in this clip right here. And she's reacting to that Black Panther dude. Hold up.
This sister right here told nothing but the truth.
I'm so pissed I could cry.
ICE agent ever run up on me, I guarantee you they won't. I'll put a hole in their chest the size of a window. The Black Panther Party for self-defense, we're the same Panther Party from back in the day, but we're a little more aggressive now, you dig? Places where there are a lot of immigrants at, I think that the community around them needs to take special care to them, and needs to start escorting them to and from everywhere to make sure that they're safe. Because them ICE agents ain't gonna act like that if it's a bunch of people standing outside with assault rifles.
The title of your organization is Black Panther. Not everybody Panther. You're going to get in the way of ICE agents from removing illegal aliens that are not supposed to be here, who are also taking your welfare, your benefits, your everything out of this country and taking it somewhere else. You got to be stupider than a bucket of shrimp. And you want to run around here talking about you are the Black Panthers. Saving everybody is not part of the doctrine of the Black Panthers, but no, you the new and improved Black Panthers. And we're going to stand here with our rifles and this and the other. Let me tell you something, black people. If you don't wake up and smell the coffee, because it's brewing, baby. These people ain't nothing but a bunch of paid opposition. They're paid opposition. They are so anti-USA that they will just run around and gather any and everybody to say shit straight out their ass. So now black people can't depend on the Panther Party. You can't even depend on the Black Panthers now, because the Black Panthers are the Somalian Panthers. And the Somalian Panthers, whatever the hell they call, and the Venezuelan Panthers, and the Iranian Panthers,
and the Colombian Panthers, and the Irish Panthers, and come on. So I'm like, where do we draw the line? It's not that's, and I can't get with it, especially because we are on this delineation movement has been happening for years now. So it's like, where the fuck have you been? And it's like, that matter of fact, I'm not going to even get this nigga the benefit of doubt. That nigga knows about the delineation movement. He probably knows about the term FBA specifically. I know that nigga heard about it. American Descendants of Chattel Slavery. Brother, I know there's no way that you are in black spaces and you ain't heard about the delineation movement at some point. I'm sorry. There's no way. So again, this is just very why would you even want to spread this sort of propaganda knowing that black Americans are delineating? It's very oppish behavior. You niggas, Delineation said, all lives matter Panthers. Because for real, it's given we on Black Lives Matter time and you on All Lives Matter. It's weird. It's very bad timing, very imperfect timing for the white tea supremacists. That's what I'm like, is this nigga a paid agent? Because that's what it's giving. It's really giving paid agent. It's really giving COINTELPRO some NFAC shit. It's not giving real grassroots. Okay, especially we're gonna get into some more things. So I done found out some more shit about this brother. They've been exposed. They got on his ass quick. I just learned about his ass maybe 3-4 days ago. They done already exposed them. It's egregious.
And everybody the freak else Panthers. Why don't you just call yourself the Democratic devil? Stop.
She said, give them no more coochie. That's an order. Shout out to her. But she's right. They're called the Black Panthers. Party.
I'm waiting. She said, "Don't get a."
So when the hell did they start?
She trying to do that little Spike Lee movie. What's that Spike Lee movie where they stop having sex with the men? I forgot. Nick Cannon. It was kind of bad, honestly. It was bad, but also watchable. I don't know. It was weird. It was bad. It was bad though, honestly. Not one of his greatest. But I'm waiting. Now, yeah, like I said, they've been exposing dude, man. This shit help. I mean, I'm trying to tell you. Shout out to the FBA family, baby. You ain't gonna slide on the radar but for so long. Hold up.
26, I'm not holding my tongue no more. I'm so sick of seeing this dude on my timeline talking about some Black Panther Party. This is Paul
Chirac. Exactly. Thank you.
Birdsong. Just a year and a half ago, this man was trying his hardest to get into the rap industry. He was a rapper. This man was wearing 2 gang-affiliated colors, calling himself a rapper, trying to make it in the rap scene. I don't trust no man that wears.
Hold up. And real quick, somebody said that here in Chicago, Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. said that he's not, that they are not a real chapter of the Black Panther Party. Okay. So hold on. Let me see if I can look that up. I'm going to play this, what you call it too. Hold up. But I do want to look that up. Let me see if I can find the video. Hold up. Let me start him over there right quick. Just because.
Birdsong. Just a year and a half ago, this man was trying his hardest to get into the rap industry. He was a rapper. This man was wearing 2 gang-affiliated colors, calling himself a rapper, trying to make it in the rap scene. I don't trust no man that wears 2 different gang-affiliated colors. On top of that, he pops up after a Caucasian woman was struck fatally by an ICE agent. Now, I find that very ironic because where have y'all been for like the past, I don't know, 10, 12 years? And then he's out here telling people we should be holding ICE accountable. For what? For what? ICE has a job that is tasked to them by the President of the United States. I'm not getting in them folks' way. The task that they have or that they've been given has nothing to do with Black people or the Black community. That's nothing to do with us. We should not be out there interacting or trying to stop ICE from doing their job. They ain't got shit to do with us.
Yeah, that's a fact though. But yeah, bruh being an ex-rapper is crazy as hell. Hold on, what that picture? And this nigga got on blue and red. What type of shit? I said, oh yeah, this nigga might be an informant. Yeah, he might be on some bullshit. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me pull up this website though. Somebody just told me about that Fred Hampton Jr. statement. But on this website, it says he actually didn't put out a statement. Hold on, let me pull it up. It says he didn't put out a statement, but I don't know if they. Let me just read this because I don't know. This is the first time I'm saying this. Let me see. Okay, it says when Black history becomes clickbait, the misuse of Black Panther name in the ICE debate. Hold up. Everyone knows the original Black Panther Party no longer exists as a national organization. The fact is not in dispute. The real question is not whether the Panthers still exist, but who has the authority to invoke their name and for what purpose. In recent weeks, social media has been flooded with posts and images suggesting that the Black Panther Party is standing up against ICE. The imagery is deliberate. Black berets, firearms, street confrontations, and emotionally charged rhetoric designed to evoke one of the most potent symbols in Black political history. But implication is not legitimacy. Let's see. So this nigga might be some bullshit. That's what it sounded like. The public faces of this modern group is a man named Paul Birdsong, who has been giving interviews and public statements on behalf of the on what he describes as new or revived Black Panther organization. Whatever one thinks is his personal views, the central fact remains unchanged. This is not the original Black Panther Party, and Birdsong does not speak for it. More importantly, there is no formal official statement for Fred Hampton Jr. establishing an organizational position on ICE connected to these protests. Okay, so Fred Hampton has not. That's what it says. It says he has not made a statement yet. What statement? Where did y'all get that statement from? Did y'all see a statement? Because I didn't see no statement up here. They don't got it. This is from the 18th too, and this is the 20th. So this is the day before yesterday. Unless he released one yesterday and they missed it. It says that he hasn't released a statement establishing an organizational position on ICE. So okay. The distinction matters. In Black political history, lineage and accountability are not symbolic concerns. There are differences between continuity and imitation. The public should not confuse these individuals or statements with the originals of the Black Panther Party. It's a mission or its historical leadership. So, but he's claiming to be a part of the original. He said he's directly a part of the chapter. Didn't he say he's directly a part of the chapter that Fred Hampton started? Am I tripping? Didn't he just say that in the damn video? So he's straight up lying. Fred Hampton Jr.'s son, of slain Black Panther leader chairman Fred Hampton, carries a direct historical lineage to the original Black Panther Party through bloodline, life experience, and continued political work. As a long-time activist and organizer associated with the prisoners of conscious committee, and the Black Panther Party Cubs, Hampton Jr. has consistently emphasized discipline, political education. Okay, so his son is currently right. So if his son is not stamping him, he ain't shit. That's what it sounds like. If Fred Hampton Jr. ain't stamping this dude, then he's not real. That's what it's giving. If his father is was literally the chairman and it's been passed down to him, yeah, I would think he knows. But let me not speak too soon, because some of these people. I'm gonna go with that, but I did just have another thought about my mind too. But it's saying what it sounds like is if he's not getting stamped by Fred Hampton Jr., he's not real. This might be some COINTELPRO Pro shit. That's what it's looking like. If these action and statements are not coming from Fred Hampton Jr., organization directly tied to the Panther legacy through him, then what we are witnessing is not historical continuity. It's branding. So he's trying to steal, or he's trying to use the likeness, the brand of the Black Panthers, in order for him to gain some sort of legitimacy, because from what I've seen, this nigga's a rapper. He ain't no damn Black Panther Party. I'm like, I don't know how long he claims he's been doing the work in the community or been a Black Panther specifically, but this don't look like it was that long ago. Hold up. This was somebody pulled up.
Lil AC, aka Small Pop.
What's up?
Tell me what this track is all about.
You know what? Although the cameras are on me, I want to give this to my son, Lil AC, and let him explain what this track is all about. How about that?
What it's about is a lot of cats haven't misconstrued it, what being a Paru is. And I just wanted to fix that. So in the song, in the 2 verses, I'm talking about myself and how I handle things and see things. And then he's talking about being powerful, indestructible, revengeful, united, which is what Paru, the acronym for.
So yeah, he's talking about Paru. That's a blood. He in a gang. He's talking about a song where he breaking down Paru's. Nigga, you a rapper. So you a gang banging rapper. What the fuck did you do? When did you turn into a Black Panther? I'm just confused. Because what they do is with some of these Negroes, once they about to catch a charge, they flip. That's all I'm saying. Especially with these niggas in the industry. He don't even have to be a successful rapper. Because a lot of these niggas might get into the industry. They try to get out the streets. They still in the streets, but they in the industry. And your ass get caught up. All they got to do is catch you with that one little felony that's going to fuck you up. And you know, they got you in their back pocket. So I'm like, was he about to on the brink of going to jail? Was he in jail? Did he need to get out of jail? Was this a thing where he need to infiltrate? Is this some Tekashi 6ix9ine shit? You know what I'm saying? Did he go to jail for a little bit and they send him back out or some bullshit so he can infiltrate the Black Panther? Like, I just want to know how exactly they got him. But it definitely seems like they got your ass. I'm not saying that there's not room for growth. Of course there's room for growth. You can be, you can go from a Malcolm Little to a Malcolm X. Come on. We can see the growth, but all I'm saying is, nah, this shit right here, nah. I just don't see you going from a gang-banging rapper to this gun-hole Black Panther Party. We got bigger guns than ICE, and we gonna stand on business for our brown brothers. That's a big jump. I don't know. That's like, if you want to become conscious, I get it. You want to evolve. You want to get out the streets. But I don't know. You going to that extreme, and then you getting all this national attention while doing it again out of fucking nowhere. Out of nowhere. This dude ain't got no big social media following. Ain't nobody seen him, been on a bunch of podcasts. Ain't nobody in the community really vouching for him. Like, hey, he's been here for a minute. He was over here. He helped us in this community. This nigga's coming from out of nowhere, and you was a rapper. Now you turn Black Panther. Okay, leader, right? Okay, okay, I guess. But it's a little hard to believe. It's a little hard to believe. Hold up, we got a little bit more in this dude because it's a little hard to believe. Is all I'm saying. It's just a little bit.
Teachers doing here, going teachers. So I know this dude in real life.
That's what it's giving. You
know what I'm saying? I've been knowing him since 2017. Now, when I say I know him, I wasn't friends with him. I was around him. I'm gonna tell you about this dude's history from what I know since 2017.
He didn't say he was a rat.
So watch this.
They didn't say he was a rat around him, or was he a rat? Is he accused of doing?
Knowing him since 2017. Now, when I say I know him, I wasn't friends with him. I was around him. I'm gonna tell you about,
it was just a sound mess
about this dude's history from what I know since 2017. So watch this. Okay, he came. We chased him out of California years ago. He tried to infiltrate the Pirus in Compton. I got pictures and all of that. Matter of fact, I put it in your inbox and his paperwork of him being he got convicted of, SO. He's a offender. And I put it in your.
He meant SA. He said SO. But I get it. But SA, yeah. So he has an SA charge. He was trying to allegedly has an SA charge. Thank you, Omega. I see y'all give me the gift. Appreciate y'all. It's the real one. So he allegedly got an SA charge. Was trying to infiltrate the gang pyro. Apparently, because he was a pyro. So I guess he couldn't infiltrate him out in Compton. Huh? Maybe he had to go to a different city. Hold up. Let's see.
Inbox. You know what I'm saying? He got convicted in 2002 of that. But anyway, yeah, he tried to infiltrate the Pirus in Compton. And how he did it.
Now, what is that again? What you said the Piru? What is that?
That's a gang in Compton.
Oh, okay.
It's like you got Crips, Bloods, Pirus. So you have Piru Street in Compton, and it's like a big gang in Compton. So
Hey, they said GANG a couple times. Y'all don't flag me on TikTok, yo. Chill. It ain't me.
He just came out of nowhere like he did now.
Okay.
And one of the OGs from there, he was on dope real bad. So what we believe that Paul, I call him Paulie, that's what I know him by, was paying him. And basically telling the homies to vouch for him. Like he really, you know what I'm saying? And so the homie King Baba Louie, rest in peace. He just passed away last year. Out of respect, homies just kind of like, they let Small Paul make it. See, we know him as Paulie, Small Paul. Then he started.
Small Paul. Paulie and Small Paul is a little crazy for a grown ass man. That's all I'm saying.
Calling himself Little AC. Well, anyway, me personally, when I first came across him, I'm like, man, hell nah, bro, way too clean. He ain't putting in no work. He don't smoke cigarettes. I'm getting police vibe from him. So I'm telling the homies like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like me and a lot of homies was kind of looking at him with the side eye. But see, he was, gassing up the older niggas, you know what I'm saying, making them feel some sort of way. They took them back to nostalgia. So Small Paul was like their golden child. So the real homies that seen him coming a mile away, we went up to his files. And, made a long story short, like he was just doing he was doing the gang of COINTELPRO stuff. Like he was putting homies against, like pinning one homie against another, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? We went up in his background. Turns out none he said was true. Matter of fact, he said his dad was original Westside Piru. That was a lie. His dad was a preacher.
Wow.
Rest in peace.
Crazy.
Paul and his dad name is Paul Birdsong Sr. You can look up his arbitrary. You can Google it, out of Lansing, Michigan.
Wow. Michigan.
So
what the fuck he doing in California? No, his daddy from Michigan. Okay, so yeah, bruh is clearly some sort of manufacturing agent sent out by the YT supremacists. Clearly, he's not necessarily out of nowhere, but he's been sent on some missions before. They was trying to get him to infiltrate the Pirus to the point where he had to go over there and pay off niggas in order for him to hang around them. He had to get the that's That's Tekashi. That's right up Tekashi alley. Actually, they did the same shit. What Tekashi 6ix9ine? They did the same thing with him. Sent him to jail, got him out, put him around a bunch of GANG members, paid them all so they could give him a legit street cred, and then boosted the shit out of his ass. I mean, so okay, got you. So they doing the same thing with him. Maybe he'll flip. Maybe they'll try to do something else with him, or pull him back, because this was just too obvious. This was just, and honestly, this was just as obvious as, remember that dude? What's that dude named, that performative ass Negro who was talking like he was Malcolm X? He had the big ass fro. He changed. He done changed again. Nigga done rebranded. But he changed again. He used to rock this big ass fro. What's his name? It's like Pearson. Why is it on the tip of my tongue? What's his name? It's like Pearson, or what's his name? I don't know why Pearson is part. It's his name. It's his last name, Pearson. Does anybody know? Because anybody tell me his name? But he got up on there and was talking so performative, talking, all our brothers and sisters. I forgot where he was, like at a courthouse protest, or I forgot where it was, but he was being so performative and trying to sound like, to the point where even Trump was looking at him like, damn, this nigga going in, he's really trying to impress. He's really trying to impress me. This is crazy. He's really trying to give that, Justin Pearson. Thank you. That's who it is. Justin Pearson. So yeah, is that what you said, Brother J and Wayne? So yeah, hella performative. It is hella fake. Like, it's like, this is so fake, so unauthentic. It's like, duh. FBA's caught onto that shit almost immediately. Something was up with this nigga. Like, it was pretty damn obvious. And he definitely reminds me of the Black Panther. He definitely give me Black Panther. Not Black Panther. NFAC vibes. Hold up. Y'all remember this nigga, Scam Master J? Y'all remember that nigga, Scam Master J? Oh God, I almost forgot about him. Shout out to this brother. I seen this brother on TikTok before. He stayed talking about FBA stuff, on Delineation. But he brought up this great point, how he really does kind of sound like. As a matter of fact, I wish I had another clip. Maybe I'll bring up another clip just to bring up the comparison. But no, I gotta go fast. I'm sorry. I forgot I'm on the time limit. It's already 9:37. I get the fuck off here. But he does remind me of
dude by the name of Grandmaster J. Now, if y'all don't remember Grandmaster J,
the whole 9 yards, and then become the backbone for the military, for a new black nation.
What is the solution to all of this?
The solution is very simple. We file a Declaration of Liberation, declaring every African-American descendant of slavery a political prisoner here in the United States, and that was affected by the Portuguese slave trade. And then after that, the United States has a choice. Either A, carve us a piece of land out here, we'll take Texas and let us do our own thing, or don't stop us when we exodus out of here and go somewhere where they will give us our own land to build our own nation.
Hey, nigga, shut your ass up. Where the fuck is we going? What exodus is we going? This nigga said that like that was a meaningful threat. Nigga, we are not going nowhere. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, don't stop us when we try to leave and go. Nigga, go, please. The border is right there. Please take your ass over to Africa. Where you going? Please let me know, because, nigga, I want my land. Not their land. I don't want that nigga, the Chinese land. I don't want the Mexican land. I don't want the African land. I want the motherfucking land I'm on right now. I want the land my ancestors spilled blood on. I want this land, nigga. But that's what these people do. They say shit to make it sound like they're saying something more pro-black than what it is. They speaking. They're very good with their words, especially with the performative aspect of it, because even the way he's saying it and trying to make it come off like he's some sort of hard go and they better, or we're gonna do it. It's like, man, I don't believe that shit. I'm sorry, I just don't believe it. It don't come off authentic. It doesn't come off real. Like you're not being serious. It comes off as a fucking performance. You're imitating one of the Black Panthers from the 70s. At least modernize this shit. You still trying to sound like you in the 70s and 60s. Please. I'm not, it's just not. I'm sorry. I can't. And this dude, I'm sorry. Paulie, Small Paul, I can't get with bro either. He's giving me the same fucking vibe. Even right here, he's defending himself. He's supposed to be defending himself on why, all
power to the people.
Why it's okay for him for him to be standing on ICE business and be trying to rebuild this coalition that has gone to fucking shambles. Ain't been a coalition out no damn long. Even if it's debatable if it's really a coalition to begin with. You know what I'm saying? EGREGIOUS.
I'm Chairman Paul Burton from the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense. I want to address a couple things. Thing number one, see a lot of people asking why the Black Panthers are going up against ICE for the immigrants. Well, I want to tell you something. The Black Panther Party is not a black nationalist organization. The new Black Panther Party might be. I'm not sure. The Revolutionary Black Panther Party might be. Any of these variations of Black Panther parties might be. But the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense, the one that Huey Newton started with Bobby Seale, is an internationalist organization that stands as allies with oppressed people no matter what their ethnic background is, no matter what their cultural background is. So just like my predecessors stood up against the United States of America's imperialist regime with Vietnam to stop the Vietnam War. I don't know if you know your history, you know the Black Panther Party was strictly opposed to the Vietnam War. You know, we had the Rainbow Coalition with all different ethnic groups coming together and fighting against the regime together. That's what we stand for, all power to the people. We're not racist. The very ideology of racism in and of itself is not intellectual, being that there's only one race on the planet, and that's the human race. We have different ethnic backgrounds. You know what I'm saying? We have different cultural backgrounds.
See, even with that, it's like, again, learn from your mistakes. I know the Black Panthers was against the Vietnam War. Okay, cool. That's what's up. But also look at how others use that to their own advantage. You had a bunch of white liberal hippies. Let me not leave this part out. You had a bunch of white anti-black racists, liberal hippies running along the Black Panthers. Oh yeah, we support the Black Panthers because we're against the war. We're for peace, bro. We're da-da-da-da. Now they're all for this shit. They're all for, no, we can't go over there to their land, bro. We need peace, bro. We're all peace. We're all this. But in their own homeland, around a block, two blocks around from where you met the Black Panthers, the protest at, you're going right back to your community to practice anti-black racism. So what the hell are we? This is what I'm saying. We can be honest. We can still acknowledge. We can still appreciate the work of our ancestors. But we don't have to be dishonest. We don't have to lie about what we need to do differently or do it the exact same thing again, because the exact same thing will keep us in a cyclical place. Clearly, we need to do something different. I'm not with giving a bunch of non-black people passes or acting like we are in some sort of coalition because we all agree it shouldn't be a war in the fucking Congo or in Somalia or in Palestine or no. I'm not for that either, but I'm not prioritizing that. They're using you to prioritize their fight in a whole other land with a whole other group of people they ain't got nothing to do with, just so they can honestly practice benign neglect and not address the anti-black racism that needs to be that needs to be corrected first. Before we worry about a war 15,000 miles away from here, we need to worry about the motherfuckers right beside us. What are we talking about? So no, I'm not like, I don't get what you mean by, oh yeah, well yeah, they fought, we wasn't for the war, so yeah, we have to be against ICE. So you can be against ICE. That's fine. You don't have to be for ICE. That's fine. I'm not for ICE. I'm for ICE doing their damn job. I'm for these illegals getting the fuck up out of here. I'm for that. I'm for delineation. But you don't have to put that at the forefront of your brain. You don't have to use that. Put your power and energy and resources into that because you feel that sort of way for that one group, for that one thing. You have this position on this one thing. Again, police brutality is still happening amongst Black Americans. Why are we acting like this issue is fucking non-existent? Because some illegals is getting dragged back to their fucking country. So, sir, again, even if that were the case, you don't have to support ICE. But you damn sure don't have to support the illegals that don't support your ass. You damn sure don't have to step on the front lines to cape for and protect a group of people that they have no intention to do the same for you. I'm sorry. And as a matter of fact, have a history specifically the Latinos, have a history with aligning with our open enemies. So please, this is nonsense. This is political. This is performance right here, man. Nobody with some real knowledge is about to sit here and listen to this and be, oh yeah, this nigga's on some. No, this nigga's on bullshit. He's clearly agent. This is clearly agent behavior. I'm sorry. This is agent behavior.
Different skin colors, different languages and ideologies, but we're all part of one human race. You know what I'm saying? So, racism is in and of itself irrational, illogical, is unsensible. It just doesn't make any sense. No intelligent.
Thumbs so curvy. I don't trust that. This nigga thumbs look like elf. He got elf thumbs or something. Why this nigga thumbs look like elf shoes? Or ears. I don't trust it. This nigga might be a robot. He fuck around be AI or something. Who knows?
The person would embrace the ideologies of racism. So we're not a nationalist group, we're an international group. And then another thing, I got people from my past, like this one elderly man. I'm not gonna say his name, but they like to troll me.
I'm about to get copyrighted for this background music. This better be some bug.
Try to call
There be no copyright music. Bad shit.
me fake gangster, fake this, fake that from my past. And I don't care. My goal is not to prove to anybody that I was ever a gang member or that I was ever a thug or what I was locked up for, wasn't locked up for. My goal is to protect my people from ICE, to protect my people from police brutality, to protect my people from crooked politicians, imperialism, to protect my people from imperialism, fascism, to protect my people from racism, to protect my people from capitalism. That's what my goal is, to protect my people from tyranny. I don't care about none of that stuff you talking about, bro. I'm out here feeding people. I feed.
But see, if you really meant that, you wouldn't be on the front lines fighting for ICE. It's no way you can sit up here and say, yeah, I'm just trying to feed my people, feed this and do that, and protect them from this and protect them from that, but you're on the front lines from ICE protecting illegals. What the fuck are we talking about? That doesn't make sense. It don't make sense, sir. That don't make sense.
Hundreds of people a week, if not thousands. The Black Panther Party feeds people in multiple states across the country. I don't care about what you're talking about. While you at home or wherever you are typing on your phone about what I'm doing, I'm outside with these guns and with these warriors I got with me actually fighting for the people.
Yeah, fighting for what people though? And see, that's sort of language, even that for the people shit. I don't even trust that for the people shit no more. Shout out to the ancestor Fred Hampton. I don't trust that shit no more. Fred Hampton ain't here no more. Okay, the original Black Panthers, like I said, are either gone or neutralized at this point. So I'm not trusting anybody that's coming out here. And again, we are in modern times. All right? We are not in the 60s or 70s. So whatever the fuck you're doing should reflect what Black people on the grassroots are focused on in modern day, in modern times. That is delineation. I'm sorry, all this for the people shit. What people are you talking? Because if you for every fucking people, you ain't for Black people. That's that liberal, democratic, intersectional bullshit that they love to use. Oh yeah, we're going to fight for the LGBT. We're going to fight for white women. We're going to fight for Muslims. We're going to fight for immigrants. We're going to fight for the illegals out of Venezuela. We're going to fight for the Colombians. We're going to fight for... And then Black Americans just so happen to either never pop up on that fucking list or we end up dead last. And we get the fucking crumbs. So all this for the people and this is for the people and I'm protecting the people. Bitch, if you don't know who the people is, if you can't tell me specifically what group of people you protecting, I don't want to hear that shit. I mean, we're just going to keep it simple. If you can't tell me what group of people you protecting, I'm not rocking with you. You're not protecting me. You can't be talking about me. It's no way. It's no way you talking about me while you in front of, you're standing on the front lines in front of ICE protecting illegals. You can't be talking about protecting me. A Black American who's trying to delineate and they got shit to do with ICE and ain't getting deported no damn way. Who the fuck you protect? You ain't protecting me from ICE. You're not protecting Black Americans from ICE. So who are you really protecting? Are you protecting the people? If you're not protecting Black people, if Black people aren't included in the people, that ain't no fucking people. Let's just be real. You're fighting for, you might as well say you still fighting for team white supremacy because you're not fighting for the people if Black people ain't at the center of that. That's insane. Black people are the brunt. We are the literal, we get the brunt, the worst part of all aspects of white supremacy. Because the system was literally built to go against us specifically. So why not, if you're going to fight for the people against this system, and you know that you're fighting against imperialism, white supremacy, and why the fuck wouldn't the group that has been impacted the most be the number one priority for your group, for your militia group? Why wouldn't you be protecting that group of people the most? Don't make much sense to me, especially when the other groups that you're trying to protect have aligned with white supremacy, and especially in recent years. A lot of these Latinos, these illegals you fighting to stay or to bring over here, they identify as white. Yeah. Was they doing that in what Fred had? Was they identifying as white? And then coming over there saying, we for the people? Was it a white and black coalition? Was it that? Was it a brown was it like a brown egg with the white on the inside? Like a brown boiled egg. Was brown on the outside, so it looked like it's a black and brown coalition, but it's really white and black coalition. Because all the fucking Latinos think they white. So I'm like, this brother, it's not making sense. This brother, he can explain all he wants. At this point, for me, it's pretty sold that this nigga's an agent. But y'all can continue to watch him. Y'all continue to see how this plays out. If not, I already know how this shit gonna play out. This nigga either gonna disappear before the end of the year, or he's gonna be on some sort of rebrand and we'll see him somewhere else. He won't be in the Black Panther to be on the Black Panther thing for long because there's too many people exposing him. It's too obvious. Again, it's very obvious that this nigga's agent. I don't know. Very obvious. He's paid. He's definitely a paid. He's paid opposition at the very. We don't gotta give him. Even if you want to call him agent necessarily, or informant, he's for sure paid opposition. That nigga's not doing nothing for Black Americans specifically. Okay, that ain't it. I'm sorry. It's just that ain't it. Let's move on. Now, Don Lemon recently has gotten into some trouble as well. He might be catching the charge. Lil Donnie Don might be catching the charge. All right. Again, because that white boy, I'm not gonna say shut out, but that white man I reacted to just a few weeks. What was that, like 2 weeks ago? I reacted to this white man. He was saying how the left are falling because they have a bunch of women and effeminate men running their party. If this shit with ICE ain't enough proof that these effeminate women, these effeminate men, and these feminist ass women are the problem, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. If this shit don't outside of this Don Lemon interview, we about to get into this Don Lemon situation, we about to get into it. But just before, the amount of white women, the Renee Goods, all the studs and LGBT liberal alternative looking white women that showed up at all these protests against ICE and all these effeminate ass men that follow their ass with them. If y'all don't see how this is just a bad look, these are the people that's fighting for you. If these are the people on your front lines, you should be questioning what side you on. That's all I'm saying. Question what side you on. If you look around and all you see is a bunch of effeminate men and masculine, fucking wannabe male women, you got a problem on your hands. I'm just saying you got a problem on your hands. So let's get into it. Don Lemon. He was recently a part of a protest. Now, he claims to not be a part of this protest. He claims that he was just aware of it. He's just doing journalism. He was just doing, boots to the ground journalism and was just there on scene. There's some people that got some pushback for that because what happened was this brother Don was in he was out there in Ohio, and apparently one of the Black Lives Matter chapters out there, they was putting together a protest. And we'll get to the black woman who was heading this as well. But it was putting together a protest. They found out that one of the ICE agents was a pastor. Found out what church this pastor preaches at, whatever, right? He's not an ICE agent, but he's like an ICE director. He's like a director for ICE agents, like a field director for ICE agents, something like that. Found out where he was, and they decided to walk up in these people's church. All right. Now, while they was having service, apparently they went in there while they was having service, but they chilled basically towards the end of the service. And then they started to kind of basically just cause chaos. All right. And Don Lemon was there for the whole thing. He covered the whole thing. All right. He covered them going in the joint, leaving. He covered people. He interviewed people from the church. He covered the whole thing. All right.
Today we had the honor to protest with Nikema Armstrong and the Racial Justice Network. Just like Jesus did, we went into that church and we flipped tables peacefully.
You said that you asked the Lord to stay in your house, to stay for you on your house, Lord.
That is correct. Renee Good! Renee Good! Renee Good!
Renee Good!
Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are your people? Why are you not at Whipple every day fighting for the humanity, standing for our people? Where are you? You drink your coffee, you got your jewelry, you have your nice clothes, but what do you do? What do you do to stand for your Somali and Latino communities?
And see, this is what I mean. Learn from our mistakes. Because like I said, in the 60s, 70s, you had a bunch of hippies and fucking hippie white folks, racist white folks running around. Liberals. Now today, you got these entitled as liberal white people. Effeminate men, this one right here is an effeminate white man, liberal, running around, going up to other white people talking about why they not supporting their Somalian brothers and sisters. Black folks ain't got reparations. I don't give a fuck what you doing for your Somalian brothers and sisters. What are we talking about? This is what I mean. This is another form of anti-black racism. This is benign neglect. Now we're gonna worry about what the fuck the Somalians got going on, and we're gonna act like we still don't got 400 years of correction to do for Black America. Like this is crazy. Like the cognitive dissonance is insane for you as a white tea man to go up to another white tea man and check him about something he could be doing for a group of people, and you ain't doing shit. You're actively working against a minority, Black Americans, by trying to fight so hard for another group to come over here, trying to fight so hard for another minority. Like, I mean, this is chaos. This is ass backwards. For you to be thinking that you're doing something actually progressive, this is not progressive for Black folks at all. This is not doing anything to add to the progression, to the wealth gap, to nothing for Black people. So in what world would this be a priority? Again, and the Black Panthers want to align themselves with people like this? This is what y'all fighting for? And these damn protesters, these ICE protesters, y'all are getting out. This is crazy. Walking into a church, let me just say this. Walking into a church like this, these motherfuckers just minding their business. It's crazy. This is egregious. I'm not seeing the impact on this. They said the dude is an ICE field director. Do y'all realize that these ICE agents ain't in charge? I don't know if they want these niggas to quit their job or what, but these niggas, ICE, the foot soldiers are not going to be the one to stop. They don't call the shots. They go where they're told to go. That doesn't make sense. You're going to protest. If you're going to affect somebody, affect the people above them. Why are you affecting these niggas, like the agents? Like they're actually going to be able to stop something. You want to just quit their damn job? Is that what it is? You just want them to quit? Because these are the same group of people who was just puffing their chest out to say, oh, well, why are you guys wearing masks? I don't think it's fair that ICE agents get to wear masks. If we don't get to see who they're public servants. If they're public servants, shouldn't we see who they are? Well, why the fuck would I show you who I am? And your stupid ass just gonna show up in my church the next day to fucking protest me. That's crazy. I'm sorry, that it's just not computing. Even for the liberal mind, it's just not computing. I'm just trying to figure out what are you getting out of this? It's women and children, elders, and elderly, and what are we doing? I'm not for ICE. But if you're going to protest them, why in this way? What is this doing to really stop them illegals Ain't no fucking illegals in that church. That's for damn sure. If a fucking ICE agent is the pastor, I'm sure. It ain't nothing but white tees up in that church, which it didn't look like. It looked like it was only white tees. So if you really trying to protect the illegals, why you ain't where the fucking illegals at? Why are you not where the people who control these ICE agents at? Why are you not like this going into this church? No, that don't make sense. I'm sorry. This was a weak ass, some symbolic nothing burger from the Democrats that make them feel like they're doing something for these people in the night. This is against. I talked about this. I think what was it, the last stream or the one before that? It might have been the last stream actually. Yeah, it was. I was talking about white women protesting. I was talking about white women protesting at the last one. So I mean on the last live, and exactly what the hell I was saying. Hold up. Is that good? My bad, job. My little leg to my stand broke. So I'm really trying to finesse. What was I about to say? Yeah, this is really just these are just acts to coddle white feelings, white guilt. This is white tea guilt. You're trying to make yourself feel like you're not racist while actually still practicing anti-black racism. You just don't want to feel bad for it. You want to feel like you're affecting anybody. So if you can go here and put passion and shame other white folks for not doing as much as you are, then that makes you feel better, but you're not doing anything. This is ass backwards. It's dumb.
I'm not going to comment. You have no comment. Exactly.
Say your name. Good. Say your name.
Renee, good.
And they doing this say her name thing. This is what I mean. And it's a black woman leading this shit. That's why I don't. Some of these liberal black women, you're losing me. Well, y'all done already lost me, to be honest. I hate having to admit that it is some liberal black women on this bullshit leading this shit at that, unfortunately. But they got her, they out here saying say her name, and y'all know that's a black woman's thing. That was created for black women like Breonna Taylor and Sandra Bland. That was not for no fucking white women. What are we talking about? Say her name. This is crazy. Like she's some sort of martyr. Like she's a victim. They say her name like this bitch a victim. That's crazy. Y'all are crazy, man. These liberals crazy as hell.
Renee, good.
Freedom. We have a duty to fight for freedom. We have a duty to win. We have a duty to win. We must all be something
copyrighted. I don't know what that is in the background. It's some church shit. I mean, it might be some white people church shit. I don't know. They got white gospel artists too, though. So who knows? I don't got time. So yeah, a lot of white tea folks, like I said, no illegals in sight over there. And Don Lemon was the one. It was a black woman who headed this. Actually, let me go to her first before I get the line. Don Lemon. Let me just skip to her real quick. This is the black woman who led it. Her name is, I think it's Nakima. What was her name? Nakima. They'll say it. Hold up. But apparently she's a head for one of the Black Lives Matter like chapter in Ohio.
Levy Armstrong helped organize the protest at the Minneapolis church this weekend. Nakima also, by the way, ordained reverend. Okay, so miss her with the what you've been sending me today. These protesters hate Jesus.
My bad, y'all. It's because I told you I'm about to get off here. I should be off here soon. Maybe like 20 minutes. But Afro is live. We're supposed to go live on For the Culture. The time just got messed up. I explained this in the beginning of the live. My live on YouTube if you want to come over on YouTube and watch it. But I'll be on TikTok live as soon as I get off here. I'm coming straight to TikTok. Hold up.
She's a reverend. All right, just putting it out there. Former Homeland Security Chief of Washington, D.C., Donnell Harvin, and Trump's former acting director of ICE, Jonathan Fahey. Good to have each and all. Counsel, I'll start with you. Counsel Armstrong, how do you believe that the protesters, were they supposed to go into a place of worship as far as you understand about the video that we're seeing?
Absolutely. We went into
and that is legal. Why? That's the context.
We were invited into the church. The pastor himself is on video calling it a public gathering, a public church service. So we were invited in, and contrary to your opening statement saying BLM protesters busted in, that's absolutely inaccurate. As a matter of fact, most of the people who were a part of the protest were everyday, ordinary citizens who are frustrated with the brutality that we have dealt with at the hands of ICE. And over the weekend, we found out that one of the pastors at the church, David Easterwood, also serves as the director of the field office for ICE in St. Paul at the Whipple Federal Building. Now, as an ordained reverend and as an itinerant preacher, I was shocked. I'm someone who believes very firmly in the gospel of Jesus Christ. And the foundation of that gospel is to love thy neighbor as you love thyself. When you contrast that to the behavior of ICE agents who have done anything but love their neighbor, as a matter of fact, they have.
Well, girl, that ain't supposed to be. Well, yeah, you're supposed to love your neighbor, but that ain't supposed to be our damn neighbor. They're not talking about your neighbor from 12,000 miles in the country. They're not talking about the neighbor that's not supposed to be here. They're not talking about the illegal neighbor. I'm sure if there was some specifications about illegal neighbors, that the language might have been a little bit different. Please miss me with that bullshit. Oh, this is not Christ-like. This is not. Come on, we're not about to do this. We know the history, especially of Christianity in America. We're not going to act like these people ain't done much worse and still went to church the next day. What the fuck are we talking about? So this is not, don't make it seem like there's some sort of moral high ground and these niggas just doing their job. They're doing their job. If you got a moral bone to pick, it should be with their boss. I get it, but you're always going to have soldiers. You're always going to have pawns, okay? It's always going to be somebody that's going to do the motherfucking job for the right penny, for the right price. So why don't you address the people above them? Your beliefs ain't got nothing to do with what needs to happen in our political work. I'm sorry, these illegals, you feeling like you should love that neighbor don't mean that this fucking illegal deserves to be here. You're tripping. This is crazy. This is the ass backwards logic of these damn Democrats, man. This shit don't even make sense. So now we gotta support ICE because Christ said so, because the Bible said so. Are y'all dumb? These people are crazy, man.
Kill their neighbor.
These people are crazy. When
Renee Good was killed by ICE agent Jonathan Ross on January 7th of 2026, we realized that there is a dichotomy at work that is unsustainable. How can you be both a pastor as well as someone who unleashes ICE agents upon our community who are inflicting harm day after day after day? That's the real story.
I understand the grievance. I cover that story here every day, Nakima. What I'm saying is, are you open to one, the pastor saying, I did not invite them in, and he says on tape many, many times, I don't want them here. I didn't ask them in. They came in. But that's a question of fact. Let's put it to the side. Are you open to the perspective of people seeing this as proof of what's wrong with your side, as it's called right now, as opposed to, go ahead.
No, I think it's proof of what's right, because what you may not realize is that we walked into the church, sat down, participated in the service, singing the songs along with the parishioners, and even praying along with the parishioners. And during the pastor's prayer, he specifically said, Lord.
Yeah, just because you sat there patiently before you started the chaos and disruption doesn't mean you didn't start disruption and it was not unwanted. Even if he did, even if he did invite you out, even if he did invite you in, that doesn't mean he can't revoke that invitation. That don't mean he can't say as soon as you start disturbing the service, you aren't supposed to leave. So there was clearly, even if they did invite him in, it really don't fucking matter, because clearly they started to disturb their service and he wanted them to go. Let me get into this, get into Don Lemon. Let's get to Don Lemon. Clearly he wanted them to go and they were not leaving because they were trying to disturb the damn service and protest. So they try to make it seem like, oh, well, no, we were welcomed in and shit can't, because technically we still allowed the service. They still got to serve and pray. But no, and then matter of fact, it's kind of contradictory, because the white boy said, she's saying that, yeah, you know, they did the service, and then after the service, when we got to we started to protest, we started to protest then. But the white boy was saying that, oh no, we didn't disturb their service, because even though we were yelling and protesting, people were still praying. Music was still going on. Like the service was still actively happening as they were causing this disturbance. So which one was it? Did y'all wait until everything was done and over with and then y'all did it and then left? Or was it that y'all did it in the middle of the service, disturbed them, wouldn't leave, and then eventually you left? Because that's what it sounded like. It's the later half. I'm just saying. But this is Don Lemon talking to Dominant the pastor.
I mean, this is unacceptable. It's shameful. It's shameful to interrupt a public gathering of Christians in worship. So,
but there were folks who
that's what, I have to take care of my flock.
Okay, but listen, we live in there's a constitution in the First Amendment to freedom of speech and freedom to assemble and protest.
We're here to worship. We're here to worship Jesus because that's the hope of these cities. That's the hope of the world is Jesus Christ.
I want to be very respectful. Please don't push me though.
We're here to worship Jesus. Yes. That's why we're here. Yes. Okay. That's why we're here. That's what we're about.
Do you think Jesus would be understanding
we're about
love these folks?
We're about spreading the love of Jesus.
But did you try to talk to them as a
no
Christian?
One is willing to talk.
Okay.
I have to take care of my church and my family, so I asked that you actually would also leave this building.
You don't want us to
unless you're here to worship. Unless you're here to worship.
I'm always worship. I'm a Christian.
We're here to worship. We're here to worship. Okay.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. What do you think?
Yeah, so y'all know y'all wrong as hell running up in them people's church. So what are we doing here? I mean, because y'all know if these was conservative, these was some niggas on the right, if these was some, on the right, the language would be that you guys came in. This was a terrorist group. They were threatening. We felt danger for our lives, and they're just so aggressive and just so disturbing, and they're just so violent. These people are violent. That's why they took over on January 6th, and it's just, oh my God, it's repeating. So please, I don't want to hear this nonsense about, nigga, you're in his church in the middle of his service talking about ICE. Protesting ICE, that's not what they came there for. Like he said they came there for Jesus. They didn't come there to talk about no damn ICE, and he's an ICE agent himself, or he works for ICE himself. So I'm like, I get what you're saying. I kind of can get what they're trying to do with them trying to protest. Again, if you want, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But just the way they're going about it doesn't make any damn sense. That doesn't make any sense. Running to this pastor's church because he might be associated with ICE or work for ICE. I'm not seeing it. It's bad PR for Black Lives Matter and for those on the left that are advocating for these damn illegals.
Administration and the fake news magas are losing their mind over something that's not even true.
Oh, no, sir. This ain't got nothing to do with MAGA. This got everything to do with you taking your faggot ass up in that church and harassing people like that. Now
she said, no, the fuck she did. I forgot she said that. She says about you taking your faggot ass. Oh, let me get off TikTok. I'll be back on here in a minute. I love y'all. I'll be back on TikTok in like 10 minutes, 10, 20 minutes, like 15 minutes more. I'll be on For the Culture Live. Thank God for the gift stuff. This girl just said, it's because your faggot ass. TikTok gonna shut my shit down. Faggot is crazy. She funny as shit for that. Hold up.
Do with you taking your faggot ass up in that church and harassing people like that. Now you want to circle back and act like, oh, well, I'm in no affiliation, association. No. You are in 110% corroboration with the Democratic Party that is causing more and more and more problems. You, by the way, who keeps saying that white people are devils, but you married to a white man. So does that make you the devil's broad? I'm trying to understand, what is it exactly that you are doing, and what is it exactly that you want us to think that you're doing? You are opposition to any and everything that is successful in this country. Anything that is trying to get this country together, you are in direct opposition of. But then you want to come back and try to play the victim. No. You're not a victim, Don. You are not a victim. You are 100% guilty of all the shit that you have already done. And then you keep doing it. Then you keep doing it. Then you want us to come in and talk about, oh, well, it's the news. It's the news. You're a damn journalist yourself. Listen, people. I keep trying to tell you, we're doing a complete separation. If you are not a melanated American, if you are not one of our non-melanated cousins, all y'all can get out. Even the people that were born here. If you do not like this country, and Don, you got plenty of money, take your ass. You non-melanated cousins, all y'all can get out. Even
some of our melanated cousins gotta go too. I'm actually surprised she said that. Let me hear that.
Listen, people, I keep trying to tell you, we're doing a complete separation. If you are not a melanated American, if you are not one of our non-melanated cousins, all y'all can get out. Even the people that were born here. If you do not like this country, and Don,
okay,
you got plenty of money. Take your ass somewhere else. You and your husband. Why don't you go somewhere? Where is all the rest of these people? Where did what's the name? The white lady that had the TV show. Go with Portia. Go on Ellen DeGeneres. Why don't you go be neighbors with Ellen and them? Just get that fuck out.
But yeah, nah, for real, Don, that's some bullshit. I'm sorry. That's some bullshit. Because, nigga, you know damn well y'all was wrong as shit for running up in them people church. I'm sorry. Y'all could have dead ass just stayed outside. If they would have stayed outside the church, okay. You know what I'm saying? It is what the fuck it is. But y'all going up to their church to cause that disturbance. And even though y'all did it in a sneaky way because y'all walked in there like y'all was really there for the service, where y'all was really about to sit down and enjoy the whole service, and then y'all just walked in there, y'all sat for a little bit and then disturbed. That doesn't make it any better. I'm sorry. You disturbed in people's service. It was children, it was elders in there. They're not trying to hear that shit. I'm sorry. So yeah, y'all should have stayed y'all asses outside, or again waited until it had a real protest and see y'all want to protest his passing. So damn, why don't you protest him while he on his damn job? Protest him while he in uniform, okay? Not in his church. That's kind of crazy. Hold up. This is some people talking about what happened and how he might actually get charged for this as well. Hold up.
We will pursue charges in this case. I see various crimes that have occurred. Exactly what they are.
Like the DA, this might be the DA for Minneapolis. Is it for Minnesota? I'm actually not sure. Hold on, let me just read the caption. DOJ. Oh, DOJ announces intention to charge Don Lemon under the Ku Klux Klan Act. Okay, the KK. Oh, the Klan Act. Hold up. Oh yeah. Let me get to this. Hold up.
I see various crimes that have occurred. Exactly what they are, I'm not going to flag, but the FACE Act has been mentioned as one of the predicates there. In other cases, the Biden DOJ used the Klan Act conspiracy charges tacked on to the FACE Act in the case of protests outside abortion clinics to bring much longer sentences. So there are a number of tools available to us. Who funded this? What else? What other crimes may have occurred? Was there a use of the wires or the mails in preparing for this event? Did anyone cross state lines to do this? All of those are potential predicates for additional federal charges.
I mean, I've just pulled up the Klan Act because this is the first time that I've heard this mentioned. This is an act that was passed in 1871, correction there, to combat the Ku Klux Klan and protect African Americans' voting rights, especially the Enforcement Act, which is known as the Force Act. So here's some of the information on screen. Would you mind breaking down for us, because we have just read the FACE Act and how this is an affinity to the FACE Act, an obvious and egregious demonstrable violation of the FACE Act, because they were entering a place of worship, harassing and threatening. We just played a video of a bearded man, who was threatening to attack the Christians that were worshiping there. So it seems like an obvious FACE Act violation. But the Klan Act here, it is on screen. First time I've heard it mentioned. Can you unpack this for us, Harmeet?
Yeah, the Klan Act is one of the most important federal civil rights statutes, and it goes back to the time when President Lincoln emancipated the slaves, and yet the southern states, Dixiecrats mainly, were refusing to give them equal rights. And in fact, that you had sheriffs and you had law enforcement harassing the newly freed slaves. So the Klan Act is a law that makes it illegal to terrorize citizens, to violate their civil rights, to get together and conspire to violate the civil rights. It is often used against law enforcement, but is now used against others as well. So whenever anyone conspires to violate the protected civil rights of American citizens, the Klan Act can be used to bring a conspiracy charge. We, in the federal law enforcement parlance, call this 241 and 242.
Oh, girl. What the hell was that? Was that my phone? Girl, that shit scared the shit out of me. Y'all say that? My bad. What was that, though? Why did that just scare the hell out of me like that? Like something just fell. Girl, immediately scared me. Outrage. Anyways, yeah, the Klan Act, though, interesting. They could definitely get their ass for that. I'm not gonna lie. Matter of fact, I was told you I'm trying to hurry up. I can't. I'm not gonna pull it up. It's gonna take too long. It's gonna take too much time. I gotta get them off and get to TikTok. But there is footage. If you look it up, Don Lemon has a lot of footage. Like he was recording himself or like streaming. I think he was on Twitch, actually streaming all the way up until and after the protest. So before he even gets with the other protesters, he's in the car. Then they tell he's talking about what they doing before they get to the car. Even though he's not necessarily, I will say this, that he wasn't, not from what I remember, saying anything where he was conspiring to violate any other or an American's rights. Let me say that. I don't think so. You got to go back and look. I have to go back and look at some of the footage. But from what I did see earlier, I don't think he said anything in it that like is telling of him trying to conspire and violate somebody's rights. But I will say, they do got enough footage for them to look through. I'm like, let me just say, hopefully there is not, because I don't really want them to catch a charge for this. I think it's kind of petty. But they might be able to get him on this, because there was a lot, just because he streamed so much, and even if it wasn't him necessarily saying it. And I do remember him being careful though, because he did walk away a couple of times, like, they're talking about something important, we want to get it on camera, or we don't want to dox the information. But if they go through it, if they comb through that footage thoroughly enough, they might be able to find something. Maybe not from Don, but maybe from one of them other protesters. That does allude, just like they said the dude in the video who was saying that he was literally yelling at the Christian, at the people in the church, saying that he was going to violate their rights. Maybe there is something beforehand with somebody saying that, with them actually conspiring, or something alluding to them conspiring. So they might be able to get them on that. They might be able to get them on that one, but they also said the FACE Act, and I just looked that one up right quick because I hadn't heard of that one. But the FACE Act, hold on, let me fix my screen. The FACE Act is a law enacted in 1994 that prohibits the use of force, threats, or physical obstruction to interfere with individuals seeking reproductive health services or exercising their religious rights at places of worship. So force, threats, or physical obstruction. There was a threat from the white boy, force, not necessarily because they didn't force their way in, so they were kind of forced to leave, but they didn't really force their way in. But obstruction to interfere, physical obstruction, I don't know. You have to go back and look at some of the footage for that one, because I'm like, physical, I don't think anybody got touched, and I don't think anybody was blocking pictures or like, I don't know. I'm like, physically, was anybody? I will have to go back and look at some of it. I'll have to go back and look at some of the footage, honestly. I don't think so. Anybody was interfering. I don't think anybody was physically interfering. I don't think so. Doing anything to interfere with their worship. I don't think so, but I will have to go back and look, to be honest. So I don't know. They might be able to get him on one of them joints. I'm not going to lie. They might be able to get him, or between the Klan Act or the FACE Act, they might be able to get him, or the lady who put this whole thing together, actually, the Black Lives Matter woman who organized the whole thing. So they might be able to get either one of their asses, to be honest. And they might do it just to set an example, because there's so many people out here at these damn protests, scare some of these folks. Now, Nicki Minaj, she said something to say about Don Lemon. She said she tweeted this out after that whole church debacle. She said, Don dingaling sucking Lemon is disgusting. How dare you? I want that thug in jail. He would never do that to any other religion. Lock him up. So she said, lock his ass up. Now, y'all know Nicki is a tether. Nicki on some tether shit. Nicki is not FBA. She said some disparaging things about Black Americans before. All right. Don Lemon is a Black American. Yeah, he's a Democrat shoe. And, he be doing some egregious liberal shit, just like the thing he just did with that church. I don't agree with that shit he did to that church. But he's still a Black American. You know what I'm saying? So we said on FBA business. This was his response. I know Don Lemon, like I said, he's FBA, but he hasn't been really a part of the delineation movement. Not from what I've seen. He's not really been a voice in it, from what I've seen. But it looked like, from what he's saying here, he may have been listening. He probably been listening. Let's listen how he responded.
Nicki Minaj has made it very clear how she feels about African Americans in this country. For I don't think she's one of them, obviously. And she should, under Trump's rules, she should be deported, because I don't think, reportedly, that she is a legal citizen here. She is undocumented. And so she has shown her disdain for African Americans. So why are you supporting her? Why are you buying her records?
Now, although I do agree with you, Don, it's a little hypocritical for you to be saying this and also running up in a church to stand up against ICE. It's a little hypocritical for you to be saying somebody need to be deported, but you also fighting for illegals to stay here by going against ICE. I'm just saying, which one is it, nigga? Do you want the illegals here or not? Do you just not want the illegals here that don't fuck with you not here? I'm just saying. Do you want them here? Are you for? I mean, are you for these people following the law or not? Because you said under Trump's administration, under his law, I mean, technically, she's not a legal citizen. So, I mean, you got to pick a side, brother. That's all I'm saying. I'm with you. I mean, I'm at BL Day. I'm with you, and I agree because she is on bullshit. But telling you to get locked up is crazy. But also telling her to go home is kind of crazy if you was just fighting for illegals to stay here. Saying that she needs to be deported is a little crazy. I'm just saying. Although I agree, but that's a little hypocritical, don't you think?
Also support. I have lots of gay friends who love Nicki Minaj. Why are you supporting this homophobic, bigoted, ignorant woman? You should not be supporting her. Nicki Minaj, this is clearly out of her depth. She doesn't understand politics. She doesn't understand journalism. And I'm not surprised that she is weighing in on something that is beyond her capacity. What I will say to her is, because she put a doll, I think she put the Chucky doll in there. A better symbol that should have been represented in that picture is a pick-me doll, because Nicki Minaj is a pick-me. She will do anything that is expedient for her politically. And again, she's ignorant. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She's always weighing in on things that she doesn't know about. Nicki Minaj should just sit the fuck down. And by the way, isn't she married to an alleged pedophile? And she has the nerve to say something disparaging about and something homophobic. I'm pretty sure that maybe that's part of the reason that she is cozying up to the Trump administration for some sort of leniency for her family members. And it's just very transparent. So Nicki Minaj, F off, stop being a homophobic bigot, and get a life and some brains.
Okay, we will leave it there.
Agreed, it's outrage, everything between. So yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at it because again, he was low key. That's why I'm like, he ain't really. I haven't been seeing him on a delineation tip at any point recently in the last few years. But he's definitely been listening. For him to leave with that, like she's not even a Black American, and she said disparaging things about Black Americans. I don't know why we still support her. You've been listening to us, Don. I know you have. You've been listening to the grassroots. You've been picking up on a couple things. All right. So I do rock with that because he is standing on Lineage business, and he's correct about that. But you have fast standing on Lineage business because you're talking about you're fighting for illegals. You're fighting against ICE. So if you're still fighting against ICE, if you're not for these people doing their damn job, I'm for these people doing their fucking job. Then I can't believe shit coming out your mouth. You really don't mean it. You don't believe this shit. You're just using it because it's a good counter to Nicki Minaj. And Nicki is an easy target. Let's be honest. Like you said, her fucking husband is a pedo. How much she really gonna say? Girl, you ain't got too much damn to say. And your brother a pedo. It's not a good look. So yeah, he might be on to something with her trying to get some leeway for her family. Maybe she is trying to get her husband or her brother pardoned from Trump. She might be trying to get a little pardon from Trump, or maybe try and get her paperwork expedited, so she can become a legal citizen. Maybe, absolutely, I'm with you on that. But see, this is why I don't play the games with the left and the right, because this nigga's on the left and you on bullshit too. You ain't really standing on no Lineage business. You don't really give a damn that she disrespected Black America. You don't really give a damn that I'll give you that. You probably care more that she's homophobic than her being anti-Black. Let's just be real. So you can use our talking points. You know you've been listening, you've been paying attention. I see that you use that, but don't be trying to use, don't be trying to spin us. Don't be trying to play us 50 or play 50 by using the rhetoric while also actively doing things to go against delineation. That don't make sense. It's like, my nigga, choose a side. Which one you doing? Are you with delineation or you not? Are you for ICE or against ICE? Are you for them doing their damn job or are you against it? I'm just saying. Are you for these illegals staying here or you're not? Is Nicki Minaj the only illegal that got to go? I would hope not, sir. I would hope not. But I don't know. I can't tell how you feel because you don't really stand on business. You really you fake stand, half-ass stand on business while also turning around and going to ICE protests. It just don't make sense. That don't make sense to me. I don't know. Make it make sense. I got to get the hell up off here, y'all. Afro's waiting for me. Yeah, hopefully they're having a great conversation. I don't even know what they're talking about. But y'all coming over to YouTube for the culture. We live on TikTok right now. I'm literally getting off here and going straight to TikTok. Y'all coming over there. Make sure y'all go back and watch my last live. Go to Patreon so I can catch that mushroom vlog. If y'all haven't watched that, please go Go check that out. Look at low vlog. Crazy experience. Let me just say that. But shout out to the chat. I appreciate y'all. Y'all some real ones for rocking with the realest and staying with me up in here. Shout out to Marcus Moore. Thank you for the moderation. You a real one. My best moderator. Love you, brother. Anyways, shout out to the rest of the chat. Hey Rue, Infamous, A Blue, Ty Wood, Sports Tattle, Red 6, the Damon Damanaya, how you pronounce it? Daman. Tell me next time. I'm not sure. I love y'all though. Peace, be one.
We do not play by our creed. You fuck with the team. Might find your West in the creek. We crossing our T's. We don't never miss it.